We have this guy, I don't know if any of you recognize him, that's Kobayashi, the hot dog eating champ. And he routinely will sit down during competition and eat 50 hot dogs, which is disgusting. Not only is it disgusting, it's about 10,000 calories put in over 12 minutes. I don't know about you, if you did this more than once, okay, you'd get pretty sick. I'm pretty sure you'd get pretty fat. Let's take a look at the guy. Okay. He's actually got a six-pack. And he trains for this by eating a lot of hot dogs, as you might imagine. Okay. So if we know we can dump tons of food energy into certain people, and it's not going to make a lick of difference whether they get fat or not, we can flip it around and say, well, there's quite possibly some people who store fat at an incredibly easy rate. We may have to be uber careful with what they put in their mouths. We can't have these universal recommendations. And last thing, and this is kind of the most important takeaway point from this talk. Okay, this is kind of a representative exercise study, and John highlighted a couple of these this morning. And when we see 12 weeks of exercise, we're going to do 5 hours of exercise every week. The goal for each of these sessions of exercise, we want them burning 500 calories. Pretty standard. Okay, nothing wild in the approach. What were John's numbers that he saw? 3-pound loss in 3 months? Okay, these guys did a little bit better in this particular study. They lost about 3.5 kilos. That's pretty good. Wait a minute. What about these guys down here? 14 kilos mass? 12 kilos? That's a heck of a lot. But wait a minute. Some of these guys did all the exercise, and they actually got fatter. And it's not because they weren't adhering to the program. We know that they were there. They were supervised. And we measured their resting metabolism. It can't be explained by resting metabolism. So what gives? It seems that there's a subset of people, when they exercise more, hunger increases, they overcompensate by eating more food. So prescribing more exercise to people to help them lose weight, if they are someone who responds like this, will just continue to make them fatter. Okay, so even some of our tools that we've looked at to help, battle this scourge of obesity just don't work. They work great for some people. If you're a responder down here, yeah, you better be exercising. If you've got 12 kilos, that's a phenomenal return on your investment. If you're somewhere over here, well, maybe there's a better intervention for you, given how much time you're going to spend. Just a thought. If we continue to kind of focus on the group averages when we analyze these studies, can we ever expect any better than average results? We probably not. Okay, so the reality of calorie counting, and this is how so many of us justify our food choices. Like, well, it's okay. I can eat this because it's only 100 calories. The fact of the matter is, it's still 100 calories of crap. And so it doesn't matter how much you eat. The body's going to perceive it as a negative influence and respond negatively. Okay, so we have to kind of get away from thinking just because we make a low-fat choice, a low-carb choice, a low-calorie choice, that's going to work. Because we know it doesn't. Okay, we have to go beyond this. We have to start using a bit of common sense and kind of support it with some science. So if we really wanted an energy balance equation, there it is. Anyone in this room can figure that one out? Didn't think so. Okay, but it's that complicated when we start talking energy balance in living systems. So this is really the reality of obesity. Okay, it's not a matter of too many calories necessarily. It can be. But it's more a disequilibrium in the hormonal regulation of fat metabolism. So if we have messed up the hormonal system in some way, really difficult to cause that person to lose body fat. And the only way you can sustain long-term losses in body fat is you have to improve that hormonal regulation. In 2 real-world examples to help conceptualize this. Let's take young males, 17 to about 21. How many young males in this age category put on body fat? Do they eat a disgusting amount of food? Do they just get stronger and lose body fat? Okay, so clearly what's going on hormonally during that period in a young man's life makes it next to impossible to store body fat. Flip it around. Postmenopausal females. If you ever want to fail as a nutritionist, as a personal trainer, dedicate your life to working with postmenopausal females. It is just that difficult with the changes hormonally that happen in a very short period of time. Okay, you're fighting nature. It becomes no longer a simple matter of saying, eat fewer calories or exercise a little bit more. There's a lot more going on. And then everyone's kind of somewhere in between those two extremes. And so if you have a pretty favorable hormonal balance, you'll probably be pretty good. You're going to be responsive to losing body fat. For whatever reason, you've messed up your hormonal balance, it will be tougher and will take you longer to sort it out. Okay, so the reality is, again, not simple energy out. We start having all these kind of considerations when looking at why someone's not losing body fat. It could be any one of these that has a problem. It's not really so simple anymore. Good news. We actually do have some strategies, right, to create sustainable fat loss. And there's one thing that's more important than anything else as it pertains to nutrition. Food quality. Okay? We know some people do better on high carb, high fat, high protein. Doesn't really matter. There's personal preference. There's ethical preferences. There's all these reasons why you choose to eat the food you do. But if your food quality is high, the body composition and the health results tend to follow in line. There might be a little bit better way to do it, as long as you focus on real foods and not stuff that comes in packages and bottles and things like that. You tend to do pretty good in the long run. Okay? Once you go past that, okay, you need to learn how to cook. You seem to take pride in North America by saying, oh, I don't know how to cook. Like you should win a medal. Okay? 50 years ago, everyone knew how to cook. Okay? It was central. Now, kind of, with both people in the family working often, we have not kind of corrected that by someone taking ownership of making food in the home front, which is a serious, serious problem. So people have to return to kind of actually preparing their own food. We can't expect food manufacturers to do it for us. Now, this might surprise you, but food manufacturers are in the business of making you eat more of their product. You might say 100 calories on it, but it's designed to make you eat more. Otherwise, they go out of business. Okay? And last thing, obviously, guys, and John highlighted this morning, guidance helps a lot of people because it's not super easy. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be lean. If you're someone who likes distance coaching, precision nutrition, lean eating, definitely can work. If you're in person, we run some courses here that we teach a lot of these principles, expand on them, teach you how to implement them in your own lives. Some people will need a personal trainer, nutrition coach, that help with your diet. Any one of these can and will assist you in kind of moving forward. So I guess I'll stop there and take any questions you guys might have.